Eat justice.
Hey, my name is Daryl, and welcome to Slurp N Share.
Thank you very much. Got the spicy miso.
Thank you.
At Eat Justice, our focus is to build community and partner with organizations that are doing great work within those communities.
Right now, we're running a drop-in center over on 83 Lockwood. It's pretty much like a safe space for offering kids to come, do homework, engage in different activities.
For this month's Giving campaign, we partnered with Domus Kids out of Stamford, Connecticut. That's an organization that's dedicated to helping young people, helping you build strong relationships, and giving them the tools to face adversities in their lives. So Ryan, thank you for being here today, here at Greater Stamford. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us and taking time to tell us more about Domus, the organization that you work for and that you've been working for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Awesome. So correct me if I'm wrong. Again, Domus is an organization that is dedicated to giving more love and attention to folks that have been through some more difficult times in their lives, whether they've been incarcerated or have had parents that have been deported, but just truly vulnerable folks that just need a little bit more love and care, right? So tell us a little bit about the work that you do at Domus and the impact that you have with the kids that you work with.
My job is to come in and peel back a layer of the stress. My role, my focus is to give these kids a chance and remind them that they have a lot of potential and be patient with them so they can persevere and see that for themselves. And it's from all perspectives. I don't just work with kids in school. I try to make sure they're community connected. They're doing volunteer work, making them overall better people, I feel.
By being consistent in their lives, you help them form good trends and,
Yeah, it's like being a support for being consistent. Because so often in these kids' lives, every day is different, and they to your point, they lack that consistency to really see positive growth in themselves. And so most days they come to, and especially when you come to a school building that, even though you're trying your best, waking up, having to get your siblings ready, you might come to school 20 minutes late, you might come to school unprepared, you might come to school hungry, but the fact that you came to school is showing that you're ready to work or you're ready to try, and then the school will say, you've come not good enough. You get what I'm saying? But this is them coming at their best. Right. So it puts them down and it breaks them down. But I think our job is to step in that moment and remind them, listen, this is a success. Like, I understand where you're coming from. And it comes down to meeting the kids where they're at. Like, I don't expect a kid that's not attending school every day to make honor roll next quarter. But I do want him to realize that if he comes 3 out of the 5 days this week, 4 out of the 5 days next week, and then he pulls together a full week, I want to highlight that growth in him so he understands what he's capable of, or her.
Yeah. That's the love work, man. Like, I think we forget that these are kids, that they're young people trying to figure out life. Like, I don't know about you, man. Adulting is tough, and man, I'm lucky if I get to work on time every day to show up and sling these noodles and stuff. You know what I mean? But like that consistency, that ability just to show up and be there is half the battle, is what I'm hearing you say. So if I come in, I'm a Domus student. Where do I go after school? Like, what programs are available to me?
And so right now we're running a drop-in center over on 83 Lockwood. There we have, it's pretty much like a safe space. We're offering kids to come, do homework, engage in different activities. And like I said before, like, the best part about Domus is that they evolve for what the kids need. So as the kids come, if they let us know there's something they want to see in that building, certain activity or program they hope for us to host, we want them to bring that to us, and we tried our best to make that happen for them. So currently they have every other Tuesday, they have team talks where we let the kids come together and talk amongst each other. We have an adult that is there to supervise and let them engage on what's going on in their communities or emotionally with themselves. We have our work and learn program where it's work readiness. We have small engines and bike repair, culinary, audio engineering, and wood shop, where kids can come. They come 2 times a week. They get training. There's stuff that they can put on their resume, and we treat it as a job. So as long as they're showing up, participating, they end up making some money for it. So there's a lot of different things that we have. We also open our drop-in center for kids that aren't having full days of school. So it's pretty much open from 9 in the morning to 11 at night for a lot of our students. And I think that means a lot for the population that we deal with.
Yeah. What training and tools you get just from, because it's not just activities, right? Like, what are you doing in addition to, like, so I'm in the work program. What kind of pieces do I get from that? Like,
Well, they go as deep as each student wants to go. I feel like some students come to get an idea of what careers or jobs they could possibly hold and have in the future. Some kids come ready for work and they need help putting together a resume, and all the staff there is great at helping them sit down and do that. There's been times where we know that kids are very nervous for interviews, where Kia has set up times for kids to come in and have mock interviews so that they feel much more prepared for the real thing.
something to be said about practice, right? And things and tutelage you get at home to kind of prepare somebody to sit you down and say, hey, this is what you need to do. When you go into an interview, making sure you show up on time, making sure you dress appropriately. So you really just give all those tools to allow that to happen and take place, which is dope, man. We got an opportunity to kind of tour the facility, and I saw there was even an opportunity for like music and music production. So can you tell me a little bit more about that program?
Yeah, I mean that's the audio engineering program. There was I believe Domus got a donation, and somebody came in and built the studio for them. And I can tell you, ever since they put that together, it's been amazing to see all different types of kids come in that, for instance, there's kids that don't talk very often, but hearing that we have a studio, they come in and you see them get on the microphone and really express themselves in ways that you never know they could, even if you're working with them. And I think that's that speaks volumes to what we're offering, We have kids that just want to make beats. We have kids that come playing instruments. It's a very open space, and I think liberating for these kids to feel comfortable with each other. And I think another great part about Work and Learn is the kids that we take on might not necessarily be friends with each other when they start, but the groups are so small that they kind of use it as they support each other through the program. And I can't tell you a kid that's gone through the Work and Learn program and hasn't want to sign up again right away.
Awesome. That's amazing. So how can we help you guys? Like, what are the opportunities for organizations, everyday people to support the work that Domus does?
I think you guys giving us this opportunity here is, I think, a big first step on changing the perspective people have on the work that we're trying to do, because it's not just our fight. We hope that people in these communities understand it's their fight too.
So all the programs that Domus supports, and through family advocacy and the work programs that you guys do, and your Project Hope, where you go out into communities to support folks, there's a lot of work for you guys to kind of do. How do you manage to get it all done?
And we're hoping that opportunities like this, through Mecha, we can find more people that want to support us in our fight. Because we really want them to understand, because even though we're in this, it's not just our fight. We want to know everybody in this community, it's their fight too, because we need to all make this better together.
Eat Justice. We hope you enjoy all the moments of your life.
Eat Justice